I'd like to start the press conference and film screening. I'm going to read my favorite new verse from Proverbs. This is the Christian Life Bible, and I like to read 6:16-19. For the Lord hates a heart that devises wicked plans, a false witness who breathes out lies, and who sows discord among brothers. I'm Joel Gilbert from Highway 61 Entertainment in Los Angeles. Thank you all for being here, coming to the National Press Club. This is the world premiere screening of the film. It's also a book called The Trayvon Hoax, Unmasking the Witness Fraud that Divided America. Both are available now on Amazon, of course. Okay. So I am happy to be back here. It's my fourth visit to the National Press Club. My U.S. Senator from California, Kamala Harris, recently tweeted about the Trayvon Martin shooting. She said, the Trayvon Martin shooting started a movement. Unfortunately, that movement literally divided America. Prior to the Zimmerman trial in 2012, both blacks and whites rated race relations as positive. This has been negative ever since. The Zimmerman case also marked the beginning of the modern era of fake news and race hoaxes. It was ground zero. Because of the Zimmerman trial, Black Lives Matter was formed. The Zimmerman trial also led directly to the Ferguson effect, which was a crime disaster for black neighborhoods with homicides up 33%. Of course, Colin Kaepernick protested America and left the 49ers. Hating America became acceptable and even mainstream. What if none of this had to happen? What if it was all based on a hoax? What if black Americans got played by the media and politicians from Barack Obama to Kamala Harris, all for their political agendas to control their votes? What if the Trayvon Martin case was like Tawana Brawley, just another Al Sharpton race hoax? What if we could correct American history by exposing the truth? What if we could unfake the news? What if Democrat politicians and the media could treat us as individuals rather than pitting us against each other according to skin tone? What if the media could emphasize what we have in common rather than our superficial differences? What if we could all come together again? Why not? Couldn't we all pull together and love America? After a painstaking investigation into the Trayvon Martin shooting, as mentioned, I've produced the film and companion book, The Trayvon Hoax, Unmasking the Witness Fraud that Divided America. Only after I started the project did I realize I had stumbled onto one of the most spectacular identity fraud cases in modern American judicial history. I had originally set out to produce a documentary on the 2018 Florida governor's race featuring the unexpected rise of Andrew Gillum. But the more I looked into Gillum's success, the more need I saw to investigate the unanswered questions of the criminal case upon which Andrew Gillum built his political career. Now, I had followed the 2012 shooting of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin and the subsequent trial of George Zimmerman from afar, and like many others, I had grave concerns about the lynch mob mentality that drove the case. With his dying breath, Trayvon Martin made a final desperate request of the man who had just shot him. He asked George Zimmerman to tell Mom Alicia, "I'm sorry." I was the first person in the media with whom George Zimmerman shared Trayvon's last request, "Tell Mom Alicia, I'm sorry." Upon hearing this, I had to rethink the direction of a documentary I was planning on Andrew Gillum. And as with Citizen Kane's dying rosebud, I was convinced that if I could decipher the meaning of Trayvon's last words, that I could find the way to the heart of this case. I started by examining Trayvon's 750-page cell phone records. They included 3,000 photos, 3,000 text messages, and an amazing 1,500 contacts. I got to know Trayvon in the last months of his life. I learned that he was neither the rocket scientist that the media made him out to be, nor was he a thug. Trayvon was a good kid with many friends and family that loved him. Mom Alicia was the one person that Trayvon loved most. That was his stepmother, Alicia Stanley. At the end, though, Trayvon was a very troubled teenager. I came to see his life as a series of betrayals, one more crushing than the next. His pain played out in reckless behaviors such as fighting, gun dealing, and heavy marijuana use. On the day of his death, Trayvon feared one more betrayal, this one from the girl he knew as Diamond, the girl who had stolen his fragile heart, the girl with whom he was on the phone up to the very minute he died, the girl who would emerge in various forms as the star witness in the case against George Zimmerman. Indeed, it was 16-year-old Diamond Eugene's recorded phone interview with Martin family attorney Benjamin Crump that ignited the public, swayed President Obama and LeBron James, and provoked the media to demand Zimmerman's arrest, resulting in the subsequent 2013 trial. In my quest to find this mystery girl, Diamond, something unexpected happened. I found myself being pulled down a very mysterious side road. And to understand Andrew Gillum, to understand Florida, to understand Trayvon Martin, I had to travel this road of many unexpected turns. At the end of the road, I discovered hard evidence of an epic and ultimately lethal deception, a stunning witness fraud that divided the United States of America. After speaking with Benjamin Crump, the family attorney for the Martin family, for any number of reasons, Diamond Eugene refused to follow the script. She refused to speak with Florida state prosecutors or bear false witness against George Zimmerman under oath. Instead, the plus-sized 18-year-old Rachel Gentel was substituted for Diamond Eugene, and Rachel became the key witness in the murder trial of George Zimmerman. Rachel Gentel was a fraud. She was not the phone witness speaking to Trayvon Martin in the minutes before he was shot. The witness fraud resulted in the seminal race hoax of the Obama years. I call it the Trayvon hoax. This is the hoax that the media plays on Black Americans every day. You see it every day. African Americans need to vote Democrat because of a racist America where whites want to harm them because of their skin color. That's the Trayvon hoax that the media likes to play. The massive racial turmoil stirred up by the media coverage followed, and no one has suffered more than the black youth of America from the Trayvon hoax. Now, my investigation took me places I never expected to go, from the back alleys of Little Haiti in Miami to the bucolic campus of Florida State University in Tallahassee. I really got an earful and an eyeful. And I ended up centering the book and the film on Trayvon's real girlfriend, Diamond Eugene. Indeed, I did find her. Her full legal name is Brittany Diamond Eugene. And she is actually today a very good person. I was impressed by her. She made some terrible decisions when she was only 16 under incredible pressure. And in getting to know this young woman, I was introduced to Miami's urban youth culture, a culture that thrives on some mix of sex, drugs, gangs, texting, clubbing, shopping, and social media. Diamond Eugene's particular Haitian American milieu featured its own unscrupulous subspecialty called identity switching. Now, who knew about this witness fraud? Any number of interested parties profited from the hoax. The railroading of George Zimmerman, for example, helped Trayvon Martin's biological parents shift the blame of their parenting deficiencies onto a racial scapegoat. They extracted a huge settlement from a homeowners association and cashed in on book and movie deals. Their attorney, Benjamin Crump, got his slice of the insurance payout, and he forged a national identity as a civil rights champion. The old school race hustlers like Al Sharpton reestablished their relevance and refresh their cash flow. Of greatest significance, politicians like Andrew Gillum and Barack Obama successfully exploited the Trayvon hoax, Trayvon Martin's death, to harvest votes and win elections, power. But as I argue in the Trayvon hoax, if there is a main culprit of my investigation, it is the media. The Zimmerman case was ground zero for the explosion of fake news and race hoaxes that have followed, one more preposterous than the next. Think of, Hands Up, Don't Shoot, or the beyond preposterous Jussie Smollett racial attack by Trump supporters at 2 a.m. in sub-zero Chicago, a hoax so phony only the media could fall for it. We expect individuals to be greedy and exploitive, politicians especially. It's the nature of the beast. But as their very mission, you, the media, are charged with shining light on political schemes. Time and again, however, the media have betrayed their craft. It's appalling that 6 years after the Zimmerman trial, so much information was left for me, an independent filmmaker, to discover. If the media had wanted to know the truth, it was there for the plucking. I was able to uncover it by simply reading available public information and following up on what I had read. So how is it possible that no one in the media chose to do what I did? Washington Post, New York Times, Miami Herald. All they had to do was read the documents. The answer is simple. The media did not want to know. The truth would not have fueled their race fear agenda. The power of investigative journalism is the ability to set the record straight, to change history for the better by shedding light and facts and exposing lies and liars. Can anyone remember the last time a major news organization broke a major investigation? I can't. In an odd way, I suppose I should thank our lazy and disingenuous friends in the media for making it possible for an independent filmmaker like myself to tell this incredible story of the Trayvon hoax. The film and book are available on the official website. It's thetrayvonhoax.com and on amazon.com. And we're about to watch the film together. This is the world premiere. You're about to see how America got played by an epic race hoax that divided us for no reason. Americans are all brothers. Black and white, we're all brothers. My hope is to show how politicians and the media have pulled us apart and used Trayvon Martin's tragic death to cause divisions among brothers. My hope is to show that the aspirations of all Americans are to come together as one nation. I'll take a few questions now, and then we're going to view the film and have some more questions after the screening. Thank you.